Hello YouTube, this is the next BattleBots review, and today I've decided to review the BattleBots 2015 event. And in honor of this review, I have the Mohawk t-shirt. And if you guys have not seen this yet, I suggest going back now, but for the rest of us, I will have to say it was pretty decent. It was a decent reboot of the show. I mean, it was nice seeing some of the old builders, like Christian Carlberg came back. Jim Smitowski came back. Derek Young came back, and for the record, Derek Young and Jim Smitowski came back with their original robots, Nightmare and Complete Control. So that was probably even better than the rest of them. And then we had a couple. We had Ray Billings, who was in the original BattleBots, although I don't think I realized that it was the same Ray Billings that built Tombstone, which also competed in the Robo Games event, but he competed in the original BattleBots with a middleweight thwack bot called Darkness. I mean, but there's some new faces from old. I mean, Joshua Little is in this, although he was a part of Chomp, I believe, Chomp or Mohawk, one of those. He didn't come back with his original robot, that's for sure. The judge, he didn't come back with that, so. I mean, it was nice to see most of the original hazards were there, the kill saws, the pulverizers, which are activated by the opponents, respective opponents. Although some of the older hazards, like the ramrods and the spinners, the ones that were probably they didn't really do anything in the original show. Although, they're pretty well gone. But the Hellraisers came back in kind of a double form. They came back as both the ramps that lift up out of the floor and little spikes similar to the Robot Wars arena spike from the earlier series. And they had the new flipper weapons, which the sad thing is none of them really, because of the way they had the arena set up, none of the hazards were really used all that often until like very late in, which did not help, especially since this was a 6-episode series to start off. That was kind of disappointing. It would have been nice to have the original commentators, either Sean Salisbury and Bill Dwyer, or Bill Dwyer and Tim Green. Yeah, I know some of you guys may give me flack for that, but that's what made the original show work. It's not their fault it went downhill. I mean, yeah, I guess in later seasons they did end up talking more about the robots, less like the builders and the actual fighting, but it's not really entirely their fault. I mean, they were just doing what they were told to do for that. But, I mean, regardless, even though the hazards weren't deployed all the time, you still got to see some hits. I mean, the pulverizers were used, the kill saws did get used at least once, the screws were always active, and they maintained their Season 5.0 design, although they're not as, they're only, I think, in each corner, behind each square, or actually, I'm not really sure, I've forgotten where they all are, but they're not in the usual, I don't think, yeah, there's one each, there's at least one behind each square. I think there may be more, but I mean, it was nice to see Peter Lamington back, although he wasn't in control of the hazards at this point. They were controlled by a computer, but that was pretty minor. I mean, it looks like next season we've got confirmation that Son of Waiachi's coming back. The Son of Waiachi, the former champion Son of Waiachi, is coming back. It's confirmed by Team Waiachi. And it looks like Storm 2, who we remember from Robot Wars, was gypped out of his championship title against Typhoon 2. He's coming back, and apparently he's got Photon Storm, whatever that's going to be. Don't know that yet. They're not willing to spill. I understand that. And let's see, is there anything else I wanted to report on this? I mean, the new builders were interesting. I mean, they weren't like, I mean, oh yeah, Donald Hudson. I forgot. Yeah, Donald Hudson came back. He came back with Lockjaw. Caused a little controversy. Late hit, but it wasn't like Derek Young and Pressure Drop. Well, that was a deliberate after the buzzer hit. Donald Hudson, it was an accident. So I think it was a little wrong of those guys, even though they were, you know, they felt like the late hit was kind of an insult. I mean, come on. It was an accident. You didn't deliberately do it. I mean, they may not believe that's what he said, but I mean, although it was nice that apparently they've gotten over it since. That's good. much as Randy Eubanks got over the late hit from Pressure Drop by the time Season 3.0 rolled around. But yeah, it's a pretty decent reboot, and with the looks of maybe at least twice as many competitors competing in the next season, I guess it's going to be probably sometime, might be around the original time, because I guess according to the BattleBots official website, it's going to be released. They're going to be doing the filming, I guess, in late April sometime. So maybe it might air at the same time the first one did. We'll see what happens, but I mean, this is looking... It was off to a good start. Obviously, it got good ratings, otherwise it wouldn't have been renewed for a second season. And I have high hopes for the second season with the new builders. Probably going to be a longer season. It's too bad we didn't get to see some of the robots. We didn't get to see all the matches, but we never really got to see it in the original series. Well, we got to see more matches than I think we've ever gotten to see. Luckily, they were posted online, so you were able to, if you go to the ABC website, I think you were able to see the raw fights. Although I think you may also find them on YouTube by now. But yeah, it's a good start. I'm hoping that Season 2 continues this trend, at least, and makes it better. And I look forward to seeing the new matches. Maybe we'll see some, we'll see some classic rematches like Son of Whacky versus Nightmare. Warrior Clan versus Nightmare. It's a start. It's sort of a grudge match, but not a full grudge match because it's not the same two robots, at least not in my book. So yeah, high hopes for Season 2. That's my review on this BattleBots Reboot series.